Yo, how's it going, guys? It's Rich Unicorn Caller here, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We are back and with another follow-up video. So today it's going to be a double upload, and today we actually have a new pack that has released. This is the Scholarmancer pack, whatever you call it, Scalamari, and basically it's from Darkmoor, and so this is rumored to be basically the Darkmoor pack, and you buy it, and then this would basically kind of give you the Darkmoor gear without, grinding for gear or whatnot. It actually has some pretty cool gear, and we're gonna look at it together. It's only $3.99, and yeah, so let's jump right into it. So it's called the Scalamari Scooge Horde Pack. Yeah, it comes with a lot of gear and a lot of stuff. Here's what the mount. Wait, what? Oh wait, that's a Professor's Horde pack. Sorry. All right, here we go. I was about to say. Anyway, here is what the mount looks like. I'm sure everybody is going to be attempting to get that. Now, remember, in one of the previous Wizard101 updates, it actually shows you the chances of getting an item. So this one is like a 1 out of 100 chance of getting this specific mount. They have a black one. Whoa, okay, wait a second. This variant goes hard. Okay, wait a second. That's kind of crazy, bro. That's tight, bro. That is tight. And then you have this one, a little grayish one. These are some pretty cool mounts. And then you have the pet. Oh my. Oh my. What is that? Brother, what is that? I'm gonna have nightmares. So the card that it gives is apparently blades. Gives school blades. Okay. This is the ice. Oh my. This might be the most detailed, creepiest pet they made in a long time. Oh my goodness. Here's the storm one. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have nightmares. Thanks. That's awesome. Yeah, these are all like little item cards. I'm not sure what other cards that these pets will give. Wow, that is creepy. Did it just turn it? Did it spin its head around? What the hell? Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. All right, so let's go into the gear. And like I said, oh heck no! Oh heck no! It did twist its head. Oh, that is nope no, sorry. That is awesome. Alright, it just did it again, bro. So creepy. Alright, let's talk about the gear. The gear is actually intriguing to me because they're sort of bringing back a little bit of the Novus template. Plus it's I don't know. So, one thing I liked about Novus, especially for healing, is that it pretty much came with a lot of stats. Like, it just came with decent healing, decent health, decent pip chance, decent critical block, and decent shadow pip rating, and then the square socket, oh, not square sockets, what was it, shield pins. Actually, now that I'm looking at the other gear set, actually I changed my mind and don't like it. Alright, so the Toxic Scalarmy cap comes with a decent amount of health. By the way, it is for life. The level 180 gear. 13% pip chance, 12 resist. Pretty good. 6 accuracy, 152 critical. 31 damage for life. 19 shad rating, and then 5 what was it? The 5 pierce. It comes with 2 sword pins and 1 power pin, and it also comes with a item card disarm. Okay, not too bad. I'm pretty sure I got better stuff than this, but pretty cool stuff. Design wise, it looks cool. Alright, that's pretty cool. Alright, and then for the robe, oh wow, look at that robe. Wow, that is cool. That is really cool. Their gear design has been getting so much better lately. Wow, that's really cool. And you get a lot of health out of this one. You get 2,191 health. 10 pip chance, 12 resist, 8 life accuracy, 101 critical. 33 life damage, 22 shad rating, and 5 pierce. It comes with 2 power pins, and 1 sword. So those 2 power pins might be good if you're trying to get some accuracy for a different type of school. Now this one comes with Cleanse Ward, which is also pretty interesting. Now remember, they changed the way that some of these spells are, or at least they changed the school of it. So Cleanse Ward is now life, which is pretty interesting. So that is a pretty interesting robe. 2 power pins, not too bad. I mean, there's other robes like that, but design-wise, it's pretty cool. And then for the life boots, this one, double sword and 1 power pin. Decent amount of health, decent amount of resist, decent pip chance, decent critical, decent life damage, 6 life pierce, that's a lot of pierce, and then 16 shad rating. Then I believe this is, which one is this? Pierce? Okay. So, alright, so I get it. So the hat gives a disarm, and then the robe gives a cleanse ward, and then the boots give a pierce. Pretty cool stuff. Now, stat-wise, like, I'm not really too, like, insane about it. Like, okay, it's, like, cool. But the boots are pretty fire. I have to say, the outfit attire itself is really cool. Let's go to the wand. The wand is, woo! That's a lot of numbers. Oh my goodness. Design of it is also really cool. That is really cool. Okay, so this is the Toxic Skull Army wand for life. 122 life damage. 11 life, or not damage, 122 life critical, my bad. And then 11 life damage, 131 pip conversion. Nice. Alright. 1 pip chance, and then 95, whatchamacallit, blah, 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 blah. 95 critical block, 14 universal damage. Okay. 4% life accuracy, 197 pip conversion. Wow, that's a lot of pip conversion. Oh my god. 197 universal base pip conversion. And you already get 131 pip conversion. Wow, that's nuts. Wow. And then 19 shad rating and a triangle socket. And then the item card that gives you is a shadow wand hit. And then also a Spirit Blade, item card Spirit Blade, and then the life wand. Wow, that wand is actually pretty interesting. Wow, that's a lot of pip conversion. That might be good for some people. Alright, so over here we got the theme. Let's see. No, it is not the most outgoing. Which, by the way, the dynamic crime fighter, or whatever it was, actually has the most base outgoing. Not the most base, but like, I'll explain it in a different video, but this is a pretty good theme too. Decent health, decent, wait, is this just the same thing I have? It's sort of like the same green, except a little bit weaker in terms of outgoing, but pretty cool stuff. It comes with more damage, so make sure to check that out if you are interested. Comes with 2 circle slots, 1 tier socket, and then 1 triangle socket. Alright, so pretty cool stuff. Now, the deck, I did see a little bit of the deck, and this is pretty insane. I'm not even gonna lie with y'all. So, not only are we getting 72 Arc Mastery, which is absolutely a lot, and then 92 critical block, and then 70 critical chance, but 144 pip conversion, and then the starting pip. But also, check this out. It comes with an item card reshuffle. That is awesome, and I'm really hoping that they make this like a trend, because I see it a lot from y'all. Be like, Richard, we don't want to have reshuffle, or we don't have the training points for reshuffle. So now if you have this deck, you literally have no excuse not to use reshuffle. I love that. And that's a pretty cool item card too to have. That's really good. The ring. Okay, let's check out the ring. Oh yeah, decent damage, critical, lot of pips. It comes with a triangle socket. Triangle socket rings are really good. Square socket and tier socket. Pretty cool stuff. Let's go for the amulet, which the amulet comes with the obviously new and improved, what was it, Dark Pact, or as you would like to call it, Spirit, Dark Tribute, and then Empower. So These are going to be item cards, so I would assume that these would stack with the regular ones. Now remember that they had changed in power in Dark Tribute, so it's going to take a little bit of your health, but it costs 0 pips. So if you think about it, it's really a buff, and it doesn't bring any weaknesses whatsoever. I know that was really controversial for a lot of Death Wizards, just because a lot of people mainly use it just to break weaknesses or whatever, but these are still pretty cool to have as item cards, especially in power. That might be good for a couple of builds where a lot of people just want to have that spell in instead of using a treasure card. And it comes with a tier and triangle socket and a lot of health and a lot of pip conversion. Again, we just talked about pip conversion. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. Alright, I'll show you a little bit of the other gear, but let's see what other stuff they sell here, like the housing items. Lento tent. Oh, wow, the Preceptor's light is gorgeous. That's really cool. Ooh, eerie footstool, eerie couch, eerie chair. Darkmoor hall rug. I kind of feel bad for some of the housing decorators that are trying to get some of this stuff. Like, if you wanted the Preceptor's light, there's only a 1 in 136 chance of getting that housing item, right? Like, you have a better chance at getting the mount, and you have a better chance at getting the gear, and you also have a better chance, I believe, at getting... Oh, no, the pets are at the same ratio. Or not this creepy doll one. For some reason, that's at a 1 out of 100 ratio. And then the death and then the ice one are at 136 ratio. But yeah, if you're a housing decorator and you wanted some of this stuff, or at least the housing stuff, yeah, it's definitely going to take you a few crowns. But that's pretty cool, though. Darkmoor lamp. Oh, that's gorgeous. Alright, a bunch of other cool stuff. Alright. Oh, wow. Look at that. Wow. Oh, that? I would love to put that in the guild. Wow. You get a 1 out of 100 chance at getting that. That is nice. Wow. That is really cool. Scholarman's desk. Von Chain. Sarcophagus. Scholarman's circle. Wow. They actually put some really cool housing items in here. Ship of Fools, treasure cards, because why not? Grandiose gargoyle pillow. Ooh, yes, that looks cool. Moon shields. Oh, let's drop some moon shields. Even though I don't need any of that, though. Darkmoor dining table. Darkmoor lounge cushion. Imposing Darkmoor arch. We love the Darkmoor themed stuff. Moonblades, okay. Then it comes with the little, not promotional, the temporary mounts. Some more treasure cards. Yeah, this is when we get into like the junky stuff. Wow, look at this one. Towering Darkmoor column, nice. And then here are the other school stuff. I'm not going to go over every single thing. I'll just briefly show you it. If you want, you can try and pause the video if you want. I mean, the stats aren't bad. But the real question is, do you need it? Probably not. Wow, look at the balance one. The balance one gets something completely different. They actually get Elemental Surge. Wow. And I'm guessing this is the global for Fire, Ice, and Storm. For 25%. That's pretty nuts. That's pretty nuts. Wow. Look at that. And then I think the item cards are going to be the same. I think the real question is, like, do you need it? You probably don't. Most of the time, you don't really need to buy packet gear in order to play this game. Some of these stats might differ from, like, raid gear or the crafted gear or whatever. Like, you'll have to do your own research as to, like, what you think is going to be an improvement for yourself. But quite honestly, in this game, I think farming for gear is kind of, at least for me, it's kind of dead. Because it's only going to be a minimal stat increase, right? And then you have to ask yourself, are you going to spend as many crowns, an X amount of crowns, just to get some stuff that's going to be a minimal stat boost. If anything, the housing items is what you should be going for. The housing items are cool. I mean, we just saw the fountain. That looks gorgeous. Like, I would open up this pack just for the housing item in general. I would honestly would love to see them do like a Darkmoor housing bundle, or not a housing bundle, but just a housing pack in general, because again, like, you don't really need this gear, but it looks cool. Like, design wise, it looks pretty, but stat wise, it might be subjective. I know some people in the comments are gonna be like, Richard, this is a downgrade. What are you talking about? And I'm just gonna be sitting there like, I'm sorry, I don't keep up with like 7 schools. I'm sorry. I'm only a life wizard, and I'm only gonna look at the life stuff. And when I looked at the life stuff, it's like stuff that I don't need. The decks are really cool. I like how they come with the reshuffle item card, and I like the other stats, right? It's kind of like a upgraded Takanobu deck. I kind of like that. But otherwise, I mean, it's pretty much just like the same stuff. I mean, here's a storm deck. I mean, if you're a storm wizard, there you go. Good luck. But yeah, you don't really need it though. It's not a necessity. The ring, the amulets. All the amulets come with the same cards. Storm gets Elemental Blade for their wand. Oh, it comes with Glowbug, Squall, Hungry Caterpillar, Curse, a bunch of other treasure cards. Doesn't really get to the junky stuff. Like, you can even see it. Like, you have a 1 in 18th chance of like getting a treasure card, so you'll probably be getting a lot of treasure cards. Doom and Gloom, Plague Mist. Okay. Some pet snacks. Black Pearl, Blood Moss. Got some pet snacks. We refined the ectoplasm. Nice. Alright. Yeah, just a bunch of pet snacks. Ancient Scroll, that might be good. Yeah, that's got a bunch of stuff. Castle Darkmoor flooring. Reshuffle. It comes with a reshuffle treasure card. I love that. I love that. I would love to see like a mass reshuffle spell one day. I feel like that would just come in handy. Deer Knight, Poison, Castle Darkmoor, Flamboyant. Ooh, that looks cool. Yeah, that's a bunch of stuff. Oh wow, that's a cool painting. Oh wow. Ascension Banner. That's pretty cool. Miranda Breyer's Notes. Oh, that would be a cool little decoration. Cola Nuts, Perfect Onyx, Grand Darkmoor Candelabrum. That looks pretty cool. Darkmoor Orb Lamp, and then Hive Rinse. Alright. Yeah, pretty cool stuff from this pack. I don't know if I'm really, like I said earlier in the year, like I'm not going to spend money on this game, but this isn't really a pack that screams out to me like, I'm going to buy like 1 billion of them. I'm like, nah. It's a cool pack though, and this should be a nice little tiny alternative to like the whole Darkmoor situation, because I know with the whole crafting situation that they just did out of nowhere, and it just kind of seems like there really is no point in farming the gear, so this is just a nice little alternative if you want to spend some stuff, and also probably get some really cool housing items. Like, honestly, they did a good job with the housing items. Like, I would want the housing items more than the gear. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but the housing items definitely slap. But everything else, like, I could live life without it. And there's also the decathlon packs if you want to play the decathlon and all that fun stuff. Alright, so that wraps it up for that pack. Pretty cool pack. Pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what you guys think about it, because, again, I don't keep up with 7 schools, so I don't know what's going to be like a stat upgrade or a stat downgrade. Like, I have no idea. I looked at the live stuff, and it's just like, I don't need it. Like, no, I have a bunch of raid gear. I have a bunch of other gear that I have crafted. Like, I just don't need it. But if you want it for design purposes, or if you think that it's going to be a stat increase, then by all means, go for it. Have fun with that. But again, you'll have to do your own digging around just to see what is going to benefit you the most. You could probably just live with the regular Darkmoor gear. I doubt you really need that, but again, those housing items are really cool. I would highly recommend checking it out. So until then, I will see you guys later, and yeah, peace out.